Guys, how to become a profitable trader? That is, how much time do you need to spend on this, guys? What do you actually need to do? Yes, maybe there are some incredible secrets. So of course, this is the most pressing question for those who have already started their journey and are slowly starting to burn out in trading. And today, of course, we will talk about this because it's relevant. Along the way, we'll also test a strategy, which will be interesting, so give us some likes for good luck. Let's go.
My name is Leah, and I'm happy to see each of you on my channel. Today I will be testing a strategy from one of my subscribers. And if you also want to be featured in this segment, visit my Telegram channel and send me a personal message. I will review your strategy, give feedback on it, and maybe it will be featured in the next video. So, the essence of today's strategy is as follows. We will connect 3 indicators. These will be super trend, vortex, and a moving average. We'll set it up according to the parameters specified by my subscriber and follow the recommendations and entry conditions. So for the super trend, set the first value to 15 and the second will be 2. Great, let's save this and move on to the moving average settings. I generally don't like to rely entirely on signals, and I want to constantly emphasize that you should not base your decisions solely on them. Now for the moving average, we set an unusual type and the period to 14. Let's save all of this. So we only have the vortex left. Let's set it up now, the period. Reduce it to 11 and save it as well. This strategy belongs to the scalping variety. And let's start right with this currency pair. Here, in principle, all the conditions for entry are present. The time frame is 2 minutes on 1-minute candles. Everything, as usual. As the subscriber claimed, the super trend indicator shows us the direction. When the red signal comes from above, it means we should open a short position. So basically we have a red signal, and the trade is opened for a decrease. The next factor is the moving average. It should be directed downwards, and the candles at the moment should either touch it or be slightly below. As you can see, this condition is also met. 2 indicators have given short signals. And finally, we have the vortex. It's at the very bottom. The closer the curves intersect, the better. We have it fulfilled as well, this condition. Therefore, we expect the trade to close positively. But I am ready to lose $500 on this strategy. I will invest $50 in each trade. And also I will simultaneously find another entry point to have more contracts and be able to build statistics for it. Close. Opened in long. Yes, friends, it's a great situation. There are mirror signals indicating that it's worth opening a contract. The candle touches the moving average and logically it should bounce off it. That's why, friends, we wait and analyze. And at the end of the video, I'll summarize and tell you whether this strategy is worth using in the long term. By the way, recently another subscriber, a different one, wrote to me and asked what I think about becoming a trader and how long it would take. And I'll say this, it's a very broad question and super individual for everyone. In other words, becoming a trader is not easy, and it's not enough just to read some books about trading, attend new courses, trade for a while. You might trade at a loss for a long time, experiencing constant failures in the market as I did at the beginning of my journey. The first contract was a loss, but that's not a big deal. I think only by the 10th time will everything become clear to us. So friends, today I will tell you how to become a trader and make money in trading. We will go through step by step through all the stages of becoming a profitable trader. And along the way, we'll test a strategy. So to start, you need to understand the law of large numbers. This is a theorem that shows the result of an experiment conducted many times. According to this law, the average value of results obtained from a large number of experiments should be close to the expected value, and will tend to it as more trials are conducted. I'll explain everything now. You have an expected value that you want to reach. You try many times, and the more attempts you make, the closer your result is to the expected value. That's all. Just a little bit until closing. To plus, it's not a very confident situation. Yes, but let's move on and look for more opportunities. We won't stop. Today, I'll try to make the video as productive as possible. So friends, it seems the euro-dollar is suitable for opening a position. And here, regarding the nuances, the strategy firstly considers the signal strong. If the super trend gave a signal very recently, we have met this condition. The candle broke the moving average from top to bottom in vortex, a long intersection of curves. But it's important that an intersection also formed at the moment. Recently. In general, trials in trading mean that you need to make a large number of trades to gain a mathematical advantage in the market. That is, many trades advantage closer. Yes, here's a long signal, but we're a bit late here, right? Still, we opened. Since it is still considered relevant, the situation is similar to the previous one, only for entering a long position. Although no, the super trend signal was given quite a while ago. I hope this isn't considered too big of a mistake, right? Meanwhile, there was no conversation. Yes, I think we can open another trade right on the neighboring pair. I see on the mini chart that there's growth. It's like an inner intuition suggests that we can, in principle, enter there. Yes, super. just like on the previous asset. The curves have crossed, and the other indicators also give a green light for entering a long position. Super. Let's see what's here. So well, I'll tell you as it is. You won't be able to be profitable every week by making only 5 trades a month, because according to the law of large numbers, results are random only in the short term, but will be close to the expected value in the long term. You should focus on the correctness of what you are doing, not on the random result of some individual trade, the only one. And it took me a very long time to come to this realization. And believe me, having enough experience in trading, I definitely understand what I'm talking about. So there's very little time left. The candle is hanging below my contract. So well, maybe we take a profit here. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what's happening there. It seems a correction has started. I hope it will end and the asset will go up. Essentially, it hits a resistance level, but the pressure here is strong and it seems like there's potential for the movement to break through this level. Let's see what happens next. Great! This is bucks, the second profit. Let's see what's in the last place. Oh, actually, I was a bit late to enter. If I had opened earlier, I would have found more favorable conditions. The last 2 contracts would have gone more smoothly. Oh well. In general, each trading style is characterized by its own frequency of trades. Therefore, the law of large numbers will work differently in each case. High frequency trading is trading at a very high frequency. You can plan to make a profit every month or every day. So we weren't lucky here, it's a loss, but we won't despair and we'll give this strategy another chance. But essentially, I'm up by $30, so everything is fine. Now the currency pair, the Swiss franc and Japanese yen have formed conditions for entry. In the chart, there's a good crossing of lines. Next, we see on the chart that all the candles are red and are actively moving lower and lower. And both the moving average and the super trend are also giving us a green signal to short this asset. Super! So friends, well, if we judge logically, the more trades you make over a shorter period of time, the faster your trading advantages will develop. However, without a profitable trading strategy and proper risk management, you will quickly lose your money. Here again, we see a downward trend, but it's more clearly visible how the asset bounces off the moving average, which gives a signal to go down. See it? Great. Gosh, honestly, friends, when I started trading, I stepped on every rake possible. I probably lost so much that the amount was, more than 5 zeros. But essentially, if you learn from unsuccessful experiences, you can only become stronger in the future. I'll tell you in advance that you won't be able to follow your trading plan for long if you don't find a trading style that suits you. That's the secret too. This style should completely match your work schedule. That is, if you have a full-time job, some main job, it doesn't make sense for you to be a day trader. A day trader is someone who trades on average 3 to 5 times a day. You can expect profits every quarter. By the way, there is a good book by Jack Schwager, Market Wizards. It contains interviews with successful traders of various trading styles. I recommend reading it so you can learn how to work in the market and choose the trading style that suits you best. Oh, too bad. I thought we would secure the contract. We were hanging by a thread. 100% it will go down in a couple of seconds. Well, yes, that happens. Friends, once you settle on a particular trading style, try to learn as much as you can about it. You can use books, YouTube, social media, search engines, anything to find and study as much information as possible. This will be very helpful. Also a loss? Well, I don't know. Apparently, I chose completely unsuccessful spots or maybe misunderstood the signals, but those were 2 losing trades. And nothing can be changed, all right? I'll try to choose more seriously next time. I need to find something good, with a fresh signal, a super trend, because I managed to earn in similar conditions before. So everything is super clear here. Every indicator worked perfectly. Now let's see, I honestly calculated the potential to earn. Now the gold mine is working. I'll look for something else, but it seems like there's nothing more with a fresh signal. Apparently I'll have to use the most suitable option. Well, or at least something like that. Let's see. Yes, it's possible to short, even though the candles haven't reached the lower limit of the moving average. I won't wait because it's obvious that prices will push down quite impulsively here. So a signal has formed in the vortex. Yes, I made a mistake, friend. The vortex didn't give an exact signal here. Pardon, I rushed. See, this is what haste leads to. I wouldn't even call this trading if I were looking at it from the outside. But I'll say this, today's segment is unusual. I'm mostly testing signals. My goal is not to make a profit. Let's find another contract with a strong signal as part of the compensation. Since the previous asset, as you understood, was unsuccessful. Yes, this is great. Everything is as it should be. The super trend recently gave a rebound. The curve, by the way, also matters. So this type of entry is the strongest and most relevant. Also, it was mentioned among the nuances that you should enter on the 3rd candle, matching the color of the previous ones. So these are the conditions, as my advisor claimed, will be the most profitable. Well, let's see if that's the case. Let's now move on to trading plans. This plan is a set of rules that define your trading. The plan helps eliminate subjectivity in making trading decisions. After you have written this plan, it's time to test it in real trading. You can do this on a demo account or with a small deposit account. I would honestly recommend trading with microlots on a real account to understand how your psychology affects your trading. Oh, good. You see, that's a plus. Yes, even though I was wrong, when I entered here, I applied my analysis recognizing that prices might push down. Well, it came out intuitively, without referring to Vortex, even though its predominantly red line had moved up significantly. So friends, you should consistently open new positions according to your trading plan. Your discipline plays an important role here. If you open trades based on your feelings and emotions instead of following your trading plan, it will be impossible to determine whether your plan is working or not. So will we take it or not? It seems like it will be a plus. Growth is inherent to this asset. The price tested the level from above, thus exhausting it. Yes, excellent. This is the third profit. Super. Overall, the strategy has potential. You can incorporate technical analysis and start entering and taking something from the market. I'll give you some advice. You shouldn't change your trading plan or use a new trading strategy if you've had a series of losing trades. If you really want to do this, remember the law of large numbers. Results are random only in the short term, but will be close to the expected value only in the long term. And this means that if you change your trading plan after a few losing trades, you'll never know if it actually works or not, or you'll just be running in circles. Here it's interesting, I'll try to go down because the asset is being pushed quite tightly. In the vortex, an intertwining has begun, although there doesn't seem to be a specific signal here. But yes, okay, let's see what happens with this. I would recommend analyzing at least 100 trades before deciding whether your trading plan works or not. And it's not enough just to make trades. You need to record all your trades to gather statistical data and constantly analyze them. This way, you can make objective conclusions about the effectiveness of your trading. Once you have at least 100 trades, you can understand whether you have any trading advantages in the market or not. So let's try to enter here on a breakout with the super trend. This entry is not based on signals. I decided to reminisce about the old days when I used to trade specifically on the breakout of its line. I remember a long time ago I even managed to earn in such conditions. In general, the signals given by my subscriber are very strong. If I had been less hesitant and honestly did everything, I think I would have succeeded. 90% profit from this trading combination, but in my defense I can say that I'm trading with this strategy for the first time. And usually when I record such accelerations, I use strategies that I have already used more than once, and I run them in circles. So what can I say? Friends, if you have positive expectations, then congratulations are in order. You have trading advantages in the market. If your expectations are negative, you can increase the percentage of profitable trades. Be more selective in your entry points. Look for new structural factors for making deals that can be added to your trading plan. Increase your average profit. Try to take more each time. Profits in successful trades. Reduce your average loss, cut all your losses, and try to close losing trades quickly. If you don't have a trading advantage, increasing the frequency of your trades won't make you profitable. Similarly, by reducing the risks per trade, you will still lose money. It will just happen more slowly. Once you've identified your problems and come up with a solution for them, you'll need to test your trading plan. Again, there is simply no other way. Every trader faces their own challenges, and it's your duty to figure out what exactly you can fix in your trading to make it more profitable. Yes, now I'm entering under the Roman signal. I didn't find anything. These are the last trades. I wouldn't include them in the statistics, but I just decided to test the strategy a bit under different conditions. Well, because it's important that it works not just on one principle. Friends, today I told you about how to become a trader in the financial markets and start trading. Try to apply this knowledge in practice and don't back down in the face of difficulties. But if they overwhelm you, you can always count on subscribing to my Telegram channel and get the necessary information from there. Or simply message me directly, and I will help you work through any situations that seem difficult to you. You will find the link in the description. In general, throughout my journey as a trader, I wasn't able to immediately make a profit from the market. It took me about 2 years to start earning here. During all this time, I was diligently losing deposits. And believe me, there were quite large sums involved. But even if you pull your hair out, bite your fists, or scream, nothing helps. Patience heals, guys, it heals. And in the end, my efforts paid off and my life turned upside down, and now I'm recording these videos for you. Yes, I think these trades aren't as successful, but they're not terrible. What happened before, that was a real rocket. Respect to my subscriber, I'm glad he managed to surprise me. This is one of the best strategies with good settings that I've received this month. It's no wonder I chose it to record today's video. Interesting, well, at least it's interesting. Let's wait, it's still unclear whether there's a profit or not. It's as if it's breaking the structure but in an unusual way. This leads to some confusion. Yes, that's it. It's a loss. Well, now let's check the statistics. I'm more interested in the result in the middle, meaning when I could grasp the rules and understand the logic. And yes, look at that. You can earn consecutively, meaning you can just stick to a simple method and earn. That's all from me, friends. Today, no withdrawal of funds because this is not a boost. If you wanted to see, then go to another video and skip to the end to see how to withdraw money from Pocket. It's in almost every video there. I think it's worth wrapping up this video with a summary of this test.
Guys, honestly, absolutely, if this video helps you in mastering the market, I will be very sincerely happy. All the materials I post, I do all of this absolutely for free from the heart, just so you can become better and truly achieve success. Because once upon a time, I really needed the same support, and now I just want to do a good deed. Guys, if you liked it, be sure to give it a like, support me, and leave a comment. Never forget about this either. Any activity helps me too, undoubtedly. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow the link to my Telegram channel and be sure to subscribe to it as well, because there's a lot of interesting stuff there too. That's all for now. I wish you only profitable deals and lots of money.